everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to French braid on your own hair for beginners. Now I'm just going to go in and apologize if there's any background noises. I have 4 other siblings, so it may get a little loud, but let's get started.
Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry.
So the first thing you're going to want to do whenever you are braiding your own hair is you're going to want to make sure that your hair has a lot of hairspray in it, because if it doesn't have a lot of hairspray in it, then whenever you're braiding it, you're going to have like these little frizzies that like pop up and it just doesn't look good. And also your hair will be very soft. That means whenever you're trying to braid it, it's just going to flick right out of your hand and it's not going to hold the braid and it's going to make it even harder. So making sure that your hair is nice and tense, I guess you could say, and not soft is going to make it a lot easier to braid your hair. Step 2. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and start off with a comb that has a little pick like this on it. That way what you can do is you can just brush through. I'm going to be doing this top part of my hair. And you can take it and you can part it like this. And then brush out this section of hair. And now you have a good firm piece to start off with. And now here's the braiding. So, whenever you're braiding your own hair, I'm going to show you how to place your hands. So I've made my 3 strands, and I'm doing a French braid, so this is going to be the one that goes over, not the one that pops out. And the way I'm holding my hair is I am taking this hand, and I'm holding this hair like this, pinched in between these 2 fingers. And I'm taking this hair, and I'm pinching it between these 2 fingers. Now, you're not going to want to only pinch it with these 2 fingers like this, because then you can't braid. So you got to get a firm grip on it all the way in. And you got to use these extra fingers to move the middle hair. So, I went ahead and started, and now adding the pieces. All I do whenever I'm adding pieces is I just lay the piece of hair down. Then I am adding the piece to like this. Grab a little piece I'm adding onto. And then braid it in. Like that. That's step 1 of braiding your hair. And then you're going to do the same to the other side. I'm grabbing my little extra piece and I'm about to lay in. I'm connecting it all together. The way it's just one strip of hair. And then I'm braiding it in. Now, whenever you first start doing this, it is going to be a little harder because you don't really know how to hold the hair right, and you've got to find out what works best for your hair, because if you have thinner hair, then it may be a little harder to braid because your hair is going to want to slip out of your hands easier, and if you have thicker hair, then it may be a little easier, or at the same time it may be harder because you have more hair to grab. Just got to find what's right for you. And I'm just continuing to do this, laying my hair down, grabbing it, braiding it over. It's very important too that as you're braiding, you brush up the bottom of your hair. Otherwise, it's just going to knot up and you'll have to maybe restart. So grabbing my extra piece, adding it in. And braiding it. Braiding it. Adding it in. And braiding it. Another tip for your hair, just in general, is a lot of people think put a lot of conditioner on your hair. You want your hair to be soft. That's a lot of people's thought whenever they are washing their hair in the shower. And here is what I have found. 1, don't wash your hair every day. Wash your hair every other day. And if you're going to curl your hair, make sure that when you are on your second day hair, whenever you curl it, because the natural oils have kicked in, you're on your second day of hairspray, it's just going to look much prettier, it's going to hold longer, and your hair is going to be overall better. Another thing, whenever you're in the shower, don't use a lot of conditioner. I have found that using a lot of conditioner makes my hair very, very silky, and you don't want your hair to be silky if you're going to be doing curling, straightening, braiding, anything of that sort, because then it's just going to fall out of it easily and it's not going to hold. So now that you know that, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to end the braid. Once you've gotten to where you've added in all the hair you wanted, you're just going to stop grabbing pieces. You're going to start pulling the hair right here next to your head really, really tight. That way, as you're braiding it down, these pieces of hair up here don't bunch up, and then that's whenever people have to use bobby pins. If you've ever seen people seen their hair braided and they have a lot of bobby pins, what that means is that as they were braiding or whenever they were finishing the braid, they didn't pull the strands of hair tight enough, and they just continued braiding, and that piece of hair that didn't get tightened, it just bunched up because it's so loose, and you have to either go back and redo it or take the entire thing down. So there's a tip: as you're braiding, make sure that you tighten each individual section before you move on, and whenever you're finishing the braid, make sure that you pull extra tight, the way it suctions in this entire area right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and braid this down. I like to secure my hair with one of these little tiny baby hair braids, which is actually really surprising because a lot of people like to use the big fat hair braids, the ones that you use for ponytail holders, and I have found that those just do not work whenever you're trying to braid your hair. So if you actually, where I get these at is you can get them in the hair section in like Walmart, Kmart, wherever you want, and you can get the clear ones, or if you're feeling kind of, I don't know, bold that day, you can go back into, this is in Walmart, you can go back to the baby section, and where all the hair bows at, like the little section with the hair bows, there is this little case, and it has all these different colors of hair braids. So if you're like having a spirit day at school or something, and you want to maybe put some color in your hair, you can. And this is actually a purple one I'm using right now, and this purple one has some color to it, but it's more clear. And this is just a regular braid, and it just kind of pulls back this first section of hair. And I am in high school, so this is a very common hairstyle that I kind of do. I don't necessarily leave this down. I usually kind of pull it back and hide it, and I always get so much compliments. I actually have been told I have one of the prettiest, like I have my hair the prettiest at school, and a lot of people are jealous and stuff. So this is definitely something you may want to learn how to do, because it is very sought out for. A lot of people love to do it, and they always ask me how, and I'm just like, oh, I don't have time to explain it to you. But I guess now they can just watch this video and see how I braid my own hair. And I find it very easy and simple, and I really hope you do too. So thanks for watching. Bye.